With more and more news and updates we get on GTA 6, we already heard millions of rumors and discussions on NPCs, so let's talk even more cause sure think it is a pretty interesting topic. Also let's talk more on social media because from just the trailer we can understand that it will be a pretty functional feature in the upcoming GTA 6 game. Subscribe or you will never see Lucia naked in GTA 6, okay, let's go. And here we go with 2008 Nico versus 2025 Jason. Basically, that's where we are. They are really looking alike and they are relatable with each other. Next up on the radar is that this guy knew that Red Dead Redemption Online will cover Rockstar's ass until 2025 when they'll drop GTA 6, and it was 6 years ago. For 6 years, the Red Dead Redemption Online was covering on Rockstar as they are dropping GTA 6 in 2025, and he said that release will probably be in 2025, and that's where we are at right now. We are waiting for the release on the 2025. NPC reacting to player clothes. In Red Dead Redemption 2, NPCs were reacting to some Arthur's clothing, as in GTA San Andreas you had to wear green, and in GTA 5 the game knew if you were wearing suit or nerdy clothes. Rockstar could take this feature to another level. For example, wearing suit expensive clothes in poor areas, NPCs tried to rob, pickpocket, get in conflict with the player, NPCs walking by talking shit about the player, stores charging you more since they see you can afford it. In rich areas, NPCs ignoring your presence, influencers trying to make a video with you, what do you do for a living, how did you become rich. There was, or maybe still in this trend, where influencers come to people driving luxury cars and asking these questions in real life, and I think it's feeding with a TikTok like social network we saw in a trailer. Wearing cheap clothes. In poor areas, NPCs ignoring your presence and very rarely try to rob the player. More strangers and freaks missions asking for help, given a ride, etc. In rich areas, store personnel being rude and being asked to leave or talk shit under their nose, being rejected in taxis or charge you more. NPCs shit talking on the streets about your look or trying to avoid walking past the player, making them even cross the street on the other side of the road if it is night. Strangers and freaks missions are more about criminal activity. Sorry if this was already here, what do you think about this one, and write it in the comments on your ideas. GTA 6 will have its own in-game function of social media, mark my words. Considering all we've seen on and that the GTA 6's first trailer centered around a lot of social media posts, I guarantee GTA 6 Online will have its own social media where players can see other players' photos and clips and even gain followers and likes on their posts from the real players. You won't even have to be in the same session with other players to see their posts, as I wouldn't doubt Rockstar implementing live streaming from the in-game phone. Players in GTA Online already want all the best things, but when Rockstar makes it a literal social status, in-game players are going to go all in, which in return helps Rockstar sell even more shark cards. I also bet you will be able to make a little income from your social medias in-game, which will also make players want to gain even more attention, meaning more dollars for Rockstar. And I don't see how Rockstar doesn't pounce on this opportunity to make a virtual social media. It has too many positive financial for the company, and honestly, as I think it will be very interesting to see the type of content players come up with and how famous their in-game character can become inside a GTA 6 world. Should there be more than just a beautiful interior in enterable buildings, houses, as how should the interior be made unique and worth exploring? Majority of players want them to add as many accessible buildings, houses in the game. So what exactly should be inside them? There should be a reason to go and explore the insides of every explorable buildings, right? As so, what kind of interiors should they go for that are not too bland and repetitive? What kind of secret mission, stories, lore, characters should they add in various different interiors? Do you think there will be pets actually living inside the houses, or will they be simply spawning in a room or on a balcony? I personally would love to find secret weapons, items, clues, and unique strangers and freaks missions in a different houses or offices. So just imagine how cool it would be to get to solve realistic murder mysteries in some places, apartments, etc. What about horror-themed interiors or the serial killer mysteries? Just feel free to share your opinion and thoughts on this one. How should they design the interiors to make them more appealing and worth exploring? Many games have explorable interiors, but there's usually nothing unique or worth finding in them. Why city area cut? So I don't know if this has been pointed out already, but someone replied to a comment of mine last week and I forgot to respond. If you pause the trailer at around 0:45, the part where the cars are doing donuts in an intersection, the green building in the upper right corner has the following phone numbers: 305-555-0127. So it's likely that the similar to Miami Dade's 3 areas codes 305, 786 and 645 Wisedale County will have the same numbers. Just wanted to throw this out there. The release window. So I've heard many people saying that the release may be during autumn, winter, or my favorite one, the game will be postponed to 2026. And every time I honestly got a little bit annoyed by this kind of professional coach analytics making conclusions literally out of nowhere. But what facts do we really have? There are two groups of people whose opinions should be considered while deciding on the concert date. On a concrete date. So the consumers who cannot do any financial damage, and usually more important from the point of view of most companies, the investors. Since our wonderful publisher T2 trades their stocks on the market, they also have to do yearly reports on the current and future situation of the company. Around a half a year ago, May 23rd, they said they were expecting some new enormous revenue during the period from April 24 to March 25th, $8 billion to be exact. And that is probably the main fact that all the speculation should be based, as the trust of the investors is what actually defines how many new golden yachts Zelnick, head of T2, will be able to buy. So there's practically not a single chance he will allow to release the game later than 31st of March 2025, as cause it will eventually end with the stocks getting down. And of course, it is literally impossible for the date to be in 26, as I believe there is no need to explain to you what chaos, both in marketing and on the stock market, will begin on the day they say the game needs one more year of development. Going to prison is in online. I wonder how people would feel about going to prison in GTA Online or in GTA 6. I think it would be a cool mechanic in the game where you could either let a timer run out or try to escape by avoiding guards, cameras and patrol vehicles. Maybe getting help from friends that are outside of the prison. We rarely have a reason to go to the Bolingbroke in GTA 5, and I think it would be cool to have the prison be more of a feature in online for the 6. That's all the information we got for today's video. There will be more as well, so don't forget to subscribe, like and share. See you in the next one, and peace.